Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First thing on is consent agenda approval of February 14, 2022 minutes. Approval utility account refunds in the amount of $565.88. Approval payment to Kansas State Treasurer for interest payment for Series 2012 bonds in the amount of $72,145. Approval payment to Kansas State Treasurer for interest payment for Series 2011 in the amount of $3,468.75. Is there a motion we approve the consent agenda?
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda as written.
Second.
Motion been made and second. Is any other comments? No other comments, we'll vote.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Motion carried. Next thing is public comments, petitions, and memorial. There's nothing on the regular agenda. There's a thank you for the memorial donation from family of Thomas Wilhelm. That's Officer Dugan Shoemaker's family. Next thing is old business. There's none. Next thing is request from Frank Forster. I guess he's not here.
No.
That's Roger Rankin over there. That's not Forster. I guess he's on hold for another week or 2 weeks or whenever. So, all right. Next is a question from Chloe Hupper. Would you come up?
My name is Chloe Hooper. I'm a life scout for Troop 313, and I'm trying to work on my Eagle Scout project. Yeah, I've got papers up there. I'm wanting to put a bench up at the Hiawatha City Lake. Trying to figure out, I have a spot, but I need your permission to put a bench there. It's actually a swing.
Okay.
So there are a couple different pictures there. There's where I'm putting it. There's also this most recent, which is the one that I just put up there, is what style of swing I'm going to use.
Well, I guess you're interested in doing that work, and there's no cost to the city, I guess.
No, I can do all of the funds. I can do all of the work for it.
I guess I don't have a problem with it. I think we got a young lady that's interested in doing that work, and I'm 100% supporter of you. So,
Thank you.
It's like a great project.
Thank you.
okay. As far as I'm concerned, I just entertain a motion to give her approval to build her swing. Would you give us kind of a location so we?
Yes, it's on the southeast side of the lake. There should be a picture there that has a black circle on exactly where it's at.
Okay.
Right there.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Work with Miss Jasper on coordinating.
Okay,
I'd suggest that.
okay, sounds good.
Parks and Rec, Lakes under Parks and Rec.
Okay,
So she'd be a great
Thank you.
one to coordinate with.
sounds good. I can do that.
Her and her staff.
Who's your dad?
Jason Hooper.
Well,
I'll make a motion to give Chloe Hooper permission to complete her Eagle Scout project, which is to swing at the lake, and to be coordinated with Stacy Jasper in the Parks and Rec Department.
Sounds good.
motion been made and second in the comments. So the comments will vote.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Motion carried. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you coming.
How long do you think it'll take you?
I want it finished before May 1st. I'll probably have it finished sometime in May.
Awesome.
Next thing on the agenda is Roger Rankin. Roger, you want to come up and I want you to be a speaker tonight. I see you're on the agenda.
Figure out making any speeches on this. We had this old house at 413 Kickapoo that I've got cleaned out. Got the inside cleaned out now of all the trash and stuff that was in it. So if you approve the demolition, it's ready anytime. We have the gas unhooked and the electric unhooked, and we'll get the water as soon as we get the green light on demolition.
Okay.
And what Mayor Collins tells me that or I guess Mike told me that when they demolish it, they'll also cap the sewer.
Well, I guess I've looked at that property there for a lot of years, and I'd probably be the first one to make a motion to approve.
It's
Demolition
been
of that
vacant since 2017, and the inside had been completely vandalized. I don't know why they tore the waterproof lining out of the bathroom, and they punched holes in the walls and took off the paneling, and the raccoons have had a field day in there. It's got enough fertilizer in there for an 80-acre field, No, not anymore though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'd make that motion as a second.
I'll second it.
Motion been made and second to give Rankin agreement on 413 Pottawa, and he's paying the fees for the do what?
Kickapoo.
Huh?
Kickapoo. 413.
Or Kickapoo. Well, we got more property, so.
Yeah.
All right, Kickapoo, and I guess you paid the fee. or you
I will.
pay.
I understood I had to wait on that until it was approved, but
Okay. Well, there's a motion and second. Any other comments? No,
Yeah, I second it.
okay.
just one comment I would make, I meant, made to Mike that this will give you 3 properties to demolish within a block. You won't even have to load up your equipment. You just run down the alley from one to the other. So
Well,
it really expedite things to get a whole bunch of that town,
well,
that
there's
part of
some-
town cleaned
there's
up.
some across the street needs to go down too.
You're right. But unfortunately, I don't own that, so
No, why don't you buy that, Roger?
I could, but let me get done with this one first. Yeah.
All right, sounds good. We'll vote.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Motion carried. Roger,
Thank you, folks. I appreciate that.
bet. Next thing on the agenda is the state of Kansas grant agreement number 22 PF 020 between the state of Kansas Department of Commerce and the city of Hiawatha.
This is the agreement for the $600,000 grant from Department of Commerce Community Development Block Grant Program for the sewer project. So they've got agreement commencing on March 15th of 2022. And I'm just saying their portion of it should be complete March 14th, 2000 or by 2024.
Is there a motion? We go ahead and approve the grant on number 22 PF 02 between the state of Kansas Department of Commerce and city of Hiawatha.
I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion been made and second. Any other comments? No other comments, will vote.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Motion carried. Next thing on. Gotta make sure I don't slip over anything, because I'm pretty efficient about going to the next stage. Next thing is consider a bid for a park tractor, lease for the park tractor, Skyview, in the amount of $4,500 annually, and authorize the mayor and city clerk to sign the necessary documents. This has been prior approved for bids, and Skyview come in the low bidder, so I'd entertain a motion to accept the low bid, $4,500.
I'll make a motion to award the bid for the lease of the park tractor to Skyview Equipment, Inc. in the amount of $4,500 annually, and authorize the mayor and city clerk to sign the necessary documents.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded. Is there any other comments? No other comments, we'll vote.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Motion carried. Next thing, consider rescinding the bid of the Fisher Center door replacement. The bid awarded to Emerald Glass for the replacement of this back doors in Fisher Center. And I guess the thing is almost increasing price, so I guess I'd entertain a motion, we rescind the bid. Is there a motion, we rescind the bid on the Fisher door, or do you want some?
I'll make a motion to rescind the bid award to Emery Glass Company for the replacement of the front and back doors at the Fisher Center.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion been made and second. Any other comments? No other comments, we'll vote.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Motion carried.
So are we gonna go out to bid again on that, or what are we gonna do? We're just wait?
No, Stacy and I have talked about it. One thing she wants to try is on the front doors, be the east door. There's some problems with the locking mechanism. The back doors aren't used nearly as much, so she'd like to take the kind of sister door on the back and move it to the front and see if that gives us some temporary, and then budget for something in 2023. That helps us with cost a little bit.
Are we done?
Now, that door never is really shut very well. I mean, it just,
Mhm.
All right, next thing is consider transfer of 2021 expenditure capital line item. Expenditures amount to capital improvement fund, which we do that every year, so I would entertain a motion, we approve the 2021 expenditure capital line item to go to 2022.
I'll make a motion to approve the transfer of 2021 capital funds as presented to the capital improvement fund.
Your second,
Second.
motion been made and seconded. Any comments? No other comments, we'll vote.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Motion carried. Next thing, consider tree board recommendation for amendment of code article, chapter 13, article 3. Tree and scrub for the tree board recommendations. So there's, I guess, Dave, you're on the tree board, you kind of give us an update.
Yeah, the last couple of meetings, we've discussed our current city code section that you just referenced. And we didn't think it was very clear in some areas and wasn't really organized very well. So we had a couple meetings to finally come to a revised section. And instead of revising individual articles, we just decided to rescind that whole article and come up with a brand new one. And Mike put it together for us based on our discussions. And I think it reads much better than what we had before. And it's got some additions that we thought ought to be in there. So this is the end product that the tree board is recommending for recommendation by the commission.
Everybody reviewed it. Okay, is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve drafting an ordinance amending chapter 13, Article 3, trees and shrubs per the tree board's recommendation for consideration by the city commission.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion been made and second. Any other comments? No other comments, we'll vote.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Motion carried. Next thing is consider approval agreement with Olson Company for phase 1A design and construction engineer of the sanitary sewer system project. And I guess everybody had time to read them 89 pages.
But if Mike wanted to summarize it, that'd be great.
Well, it took me quite a while, so.
No, I think you can do it. I mean, is there anything that stood out or?
No, it's based off the boilerplate template that USDA prefers, EJCDC. But it calls for, the scope of services of design for phase 1A and then construction services. It's all centered around the CDBG grant of this first portion.
Well, I guess if you reviewed it all, I guess you go the 1A sanitary sewer project, authorize the mayor and city clerk to sign the necessary documents. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to enter into an agreement with Olson Inc. for the provision of engineering art services for phase 1A of this sanitary sewer project and authorize the mayor and city clerk to sign the necessary documents.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Motion been made and seconded. Any other comments? No other comments, we'll vote.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
You're efficient. Motion carried. Okay. Next thing is consider approval of payment to Kansas Department of Health and Environment for the sanitary sewer system flow study, state revolving fund loan. In the amount of $32,150.07. I'd entertain a motion. We go ahead and approve the flow study fund loan in the amount of $32,150.07. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion been made and second. Any other comments? No other comments, we'll vote.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Motion carried. Mary Ann, do you in the library have anything? I'm kind of shocked to see everybody show up. Well, good to have you come. All righty. Next thing, executive session for non-elected personnel matters, case JE 75-4319B1, requiring motion that city commission recess an executive session in the conference room for a period of 20 minutes and discuss matters regarding the issue of potential city personnel. The justification for closing the meeting is to discuss personal matters. Don't like the personnel. The open meeting will resume in, what's the time? 6:14.
6:14.
All right. Commissioner chamber and include the city commission attorney. Well, the attorney won't be here and the administrator. Call for vote.
Second.
I'll second it.
Motion been made and seconded. Go in executive session. No other comments, we'll vote.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
Motion carried.
Love being here. I also love that I don't have my glasses. No. The commission returned at 6:14. The city commission is called back into open meeting. The commission took no binding action during executive session.
Second.
Motion been made and second, come back in, no binding action was taken, roll call.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Motion carried. Tish,
I just wanted to thank you all. I have loved my time here. I hope I've completed the job that I was hired for. I'm leaving it in very good hands and thank you all for everything, for your support and kindness.
Thank you, Tish. Done an excellent job, Tish. We hate to see you go.
well,
Thanks for all you've done for us.
I already told you I'd miss you.
I know.
Andy's not here, Mike.
Yeah, just an update on chief of police position. As of, well, even tonight, we received 9 applications for the clerk's position. It's been advertised on the Kansas League of Municipalities website and through the Kansas Clerks Network. It's also on the city's social media and website. One thing that I just want to throw out, for the clerk's position and the chief of police position, you know, as all of you know, they're appointed every 2 years. For that level of position, the professionalism it takes and the knowledge and ability, that can be overwhelming sometimes to have to reapply for your job every 2 years, in a sense. So I would strongly recommend the commission consider chartering out of those 2 positions, having to seek reappointment every other year. Like my position, they could be appointed for an indefinite period of time, subject to discharge at the will of the governing body. Governing body still over those appointments. It just eliminates the every other year seeking the appointment. So I wanted to put that out there. On the water treatment plant lagoons, Brad Scott, our engineer, and I met to explore options for the evaporation enhancement of the water treatment plant lagoons. After much discussion, we leaned towards one of 3 options. There's a mistless mechanical evaporator. It's like a wave machine, creates more surface area with the waves for evaporation. There's a mister and a fountain, but our engineer is going to contact KDHE regarding permitting requirements and let us know what he finds out. Once we have that, we'll pass that information along. Last thing, it's not in my report, but I want to thank Tish for the last 4 years. We've come a long ways and accomplished a lot, and all of that was possible with your help. Be proud of what you've done here. It's been amazing. I know I'll see you the rest of the week, but I wish you nothing but the best of luck. You're gonna wow them. That's all I have. Mayor.
Okay. Well, Tish, I told you we'd miss you, so just give me a call every once in a while. I don't have anything else. Mr. Wilkie,
I would like to also thank Tish for everything she's done for the city. She's done an excellent job and she's gonna be hard to replace.
Becky,
I have a couple things. Stacy Jasper obviously is not here since the girls are playing in the sub-state game right now. But she said that she was wondering if we could get a family pool pass and a splash pass donated because the rec department's hoping to do a lot of, she said a lot of really fun things with the library in the spring and the summer, which is great partnership there. Yeah, I mean, the two of you together, that's gonna be pretty awesome, doing things. So I would like to make a motion to donate one family pool pass and one splash pass for the use of the library and rec department, I guess. I don't know how I want to do it.
She word that with the summer reading kickoff.
Oh, for the summer reading kickoff.
Such as, think
Yeah.
prizes for things such as that.
I'll second.
motion been made and seconded. Any other comments? No other comments, we'll vote.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Motion carried.
Good luck.
I knew you guys were there for something. I didn't know what. All right, Commissioner Mattendorf.
I just want to say goodbye, Tish, and I'm sorry you're leaving. Thanks for everything you've done. Good luck to you.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Brian?
I don't think I have anything today.
Is there a motion to adjourn?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Motion been made and second, adjourn, roll call. I don't think he's gonna argue with that. So
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
motion carried. Thanks everybody for coming.
Get to the ball game.
Yeah.
You might notify that Forster that.
Today. We will call them tomorrow.
So. All right.
Looks like they had built the hospital. They should have put some curbs around their parking lot. Rained it someplace.
Yeah, that's
It ends up down that guy's yard.
Yeah, hell, it's all over, you know. They got that dump runs all the time.
There's a grate right there in the street, but that's a little leaky thing and then catch, I bet it doesn't catch very much. I don't know if we make that bigger to
They'll
put
have,
water down in there.
well, it can. So if we put a bigger trap in, we got a bigger hole down it.
I put a catch basin or something there instead of a flat.
Well, actually it needs to be out the street, like a metal one.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
it's-
Boom.
yeah.
That's in it.
Yeah, then we paid.
Well, I mean, I'm sympathetic to the guy. I just don't know what, I don't want to buy a pig at the poke. That's what I'm thinking he's doing.
And we paved that street there several years back and that raised it up higher than the guy's yard too.
Especially
Oh,
for-
Benny.
Yeah, we raised about 2 inches.
Seems like a very good deal.
Yeah, I guess I better get these signed before I get out of here too late.
You have any water problems in your neighborhood? Kind of
Well,
low, aren't you?
uh,
You're kind of low right there, aren't you? Well, I guess.
yeah, every time we get a 5-inch rain, it covers my whole yard,
No,
but there's nothing to do about it.
that rain out in the street doesn't take it then.
No, it's that wide, but
It's more rain than what it'll
well,
rain.
it just, then it comes down, can't take it. That's the
Backs it up.
And then I got a neighbor across the street from me that she throws her brush in the
Oh,
manhole.
well, yeah, that doesn't help any.
That don't help me. So, but the only problem she got, I told her, the only problem you got when you throw that brush and that thing on, and then when you called me up and you told your house flooded, that's why it's flooded.
Right.
That's a 4-foot hole underneath there, a storm sewer,
Right.
4 foot, and then if she puts brush in there, like that, and it comes off my yard, then it runs right in the basement. Which I told her, I don't feel sorry for you, so don't call me. I'll call you.
Well, don't we have an ordinance against that somewhere?
I don't-
We ought to have. one.
Well, we might have to find,
Over there.
we might have to find one or start one
We
anyway.
could put a camera on your porch and catch her doing it. Send Dave over there.
Well, she got that tree over there. I've been trying to get the tree removed for 20 years. And that thing's a monster. And it's leaning into all the cables, lines coming down. And that's the one thing, well, I should have won $1,600 move a tree. And shit, I moved 2 of mine. It cost me $3,000. I don't know. I don't know the answer. But yeah, it's not good. So.